Capricorn, Healing Grasshopper here to do your April 2026 reading. I am extremely late because I've had quite a bit on my plate, let's just say. But I haven't left you, I'm here. I will, at some point, by the way, have a love reading for all of the signs soon because last month was very interesting with love coming up for almost everyone. Um, you were not one of the signs, though, but it was only you and maybe two or three other signs that didn't get love in their readings, but everyone else had love popping up, which was very unusual um, for me because, as you know, those of you who follow me know that love doesn't really come up all that often in my readings. My readings are geared towards spiritual growth and general life improvement. um, but when love is prominent in the collective path, it's going to show up. And it is starting to creep up. And I suspect that at some point, Capricorn, and I know you guys are groaning like, oh, come on, I don't want to talk about love. Um, I think at some point, it's going to be a topic that we'll be discussing here and there. But don't worry, we're not turning into a love reading channel. We never will be. But, you know, we talk about here what spirit wants us to know. So here we have the Justice card, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Cups. Um, oh, it's starting to come out here. Boy, it's really bothering me. Um, Justice. There's a call for balance here with Ace of Wands, um, which talks about a movement forward and um, a revelation of how you should proceed here. Um, and then there's the King of Cups, which is the Stoic one. He is um, very balanced in his emotions. Balance in action, right? So this is a call for um, being thoughtful and practical and not um, allowing your emotions to get in the way of your actions and your decision making. Um, let's see what else. Okay. I was just talking about love maybe creeping up for you. But this doesn't necessarily mean love. This is three of swords is betrayal. Um, this could be someone It doesn't need to be romantic. This can be someone who's double crossed you, uh, who's betrayed you, who's worked against, who's working against your interests here. Um, but this really feels like some kind of relationship, um, but not necessarily romantic. And I almost want to say non-romantic, but let's see what else we come up with here. Two of Wands, not knowing what to do, feeling like, which is very important in this card. This guy in this picture feels like he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't see his path forward, but this is coming out in the center of your reading here. But you've got the Ace of Wands on top of it, which talks about spirit coming in and helping remove this feeling of being stuck. Um, and what do you feel stuck about? A situation that you're in where you are just discovering that someone has betrayed you. But it's kind of sticky here because this is um, not someone that you feel you can easily walk away from. This can be like um, a close family member or even like a boss, someone that you're, tied to by blood, by emotion, or even by finances, where you're actually kind of tethered to them. Um, tethered to them. You see? Hierophant is um, the marriage card, sometimes can refer to things like taxes, things that you can't avoid, things that you need to deal with. You can't avoid them. Um, it can also represent authority. And I just said before the card came out, this can be your boss. Excuse me. But I love the way the reading has started right out of the gate with there will be balance. This is very much like, who is it? Like Quentin Tarantino. Um, and I can't think of what other directors like to do this. And I don't even know what you call it. I didn't go to film school or anything, but you know how filmmakers will put things out of sequence and they'll show you the resolution in the beginning, like in the opening scene of how it ends, and then the rest of it is how it builds up to that ending. This is very much feels like that. Like, and then there was justice, you know, but then you see everything play out here of what's happened. Um, so those of you who are watching this and who resonate with this, you can kind of use this justice card as like bucket of water on your burning hot uh temper, you know? Like, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Um, I just heard narcissism. You have to understand that some people No, let's go before that. Let's just acknowledge the fact that we're all light workers who are attracted to this channel. I'm a light worker, you are light workers. Um, and I'm also an empath, and we might be speaking to a whole bunch of empaths here. Um, we tend to come into this incarnation that we're in with this idealistic view of the world and of people. And as we experience things in life, we start to realize that not everyone is as um, well intentioned as we are. And the more experiences we go through, the more we realize just how toxic some people can be. And it's just mind boggling to us, right? Um, and it can very much enrage us to the point and like make us feel like we're drowning in a paradox. Like what's like this is not supposed to be this way. What is happening? And you're just kind of looping in that like this is not supposed to be like this. This is not right. And idealistic people like us can get very bogged down in what's fair and what's not fair, right? Um, but the fact is that we have to learn to be more clever than these opportunistic, toxic, narcissistic people. Um, and we can't be offering our cups to everyone all the time because not everyone deserves our cups. And by cups, I mean our hearts. Um, reversed. The Seven of Pentacles is like, I hear that Glenn Lewis song, It's Not Fair, chorus in my head. He's wailing, it's not fair. Um, it's like I put all my work into whatever this is, um, and what do I have to show for it? This says. Um, you see, love it. Not reversed. Reversed. Love it. Page of Wands. See, here's the Two of Wands that I don't know where to go from here with Spirit, Ace of Wands stepping in and, you know, informing you of the game plan. And then here's Page of Wands. Pages are beginnings, wands are action, beginning of action. The page has picked up or, received this wand that Spirit is offering. This is you receiving the download and really assessing. You're coming out of this uh, confused, angry stuckness, and you're like, okay, I know what to do now. Judgment card is a revelation. You know what to do now. But you know what to do now. Here's the Hierophant too, and this is represents um the things that you have to deal with, but it can also represent, like I said, uh, the nature of the relationship that you're experiencing this betrayal in, right? The relationship with your boss, with your parents, with your siblings, with your spouse, whatever, right? And then the King of Cups. In staying calm and gathering your wits, you will know what to do, and all will be well. I mean, the cards don't lie, okay? We've got Ten of Pentacles, which talks about um, abundance, but there's also an energy of security and ease here, right? You don't have that here. This is like chaos and anger and, disappointment and stuckness and but justice arrives. You know what to do and everything. And then here is the calm after the storm, where the rainbow comes out. The deer and the rabbits are grazing in the grass, and you're taking a breath of fresh air. Um, I'm just describing what I'm seeing in my head. It's that moment after it stops raining and you can smell the wet earth, that kind of thing. Um, like everything's gonna be okay. Oh, do we have clarity? Advice. Higher self, sacred destiny. Esther Hicks? Any of these? Oh, we're coming over here. Mindful messages. Okay. Hold on, guys. Act, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay. So we're going to go back to what we were talking about. By the way, I usually announce what deck that I'm using. I don't know what this deck is. It was a gift. It was like a stocking stuffer gift, and it came wrapped up in plastic, so it didn't even have a box. Oh wait, it did have a box. Yeah, 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 I remember. I got this like 5 years ago. It had a box, but all it had was this on the top of the box, and on the bottom it had one of these on the other side. Like there didn't seem to be a name for the deck, so sorry. Anyway, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, I just took a pause there because I'm trying to see what else spirit wants to tell me about this because look, you know what? I get it. But Spirit is trying to, Spirit wants you to understand this person that you're dealing with, um, and wants you to see their humanity here. Um, I don't often get into this because I like to focus on you and not the people that you're dealing with. I'm very much the type of person who is just like, they're toxic, just run, go. Um, I can see how that's a little selfish of me, but I'm a Capricorn sun. That's just what we do, you know. And we've been through, Capricorns go through a whole lot, so it's like cut your losses and get out of there. Um, but I do have to remember that we are light workers and we're here to transmute low vibrational energies. So, and there is a call here. There's the King of Cups here, that's glaring here. Spirit is very emphatic here that you curb your temper, and not just outwardly. It's more than Spirit saying, don't yell and scream and argue. Spirit also wants you to take control of of your inner feelings as well. Um, they want you to understand that although whatever this person did that hurt you, not to take it personally, number one. To realize that the whole hurt people thing, right? This person that you're dealing with is very much like a wounded animal. You know, they take you as a threat, Capricorn. Okay? And Capricorns are very, very um we're very confident. We're very we're very stoic. We don't usually allow people to see us sweat. We do things with grace and seemingly with ease and that kind of thing, and a million and two other things that we display to the world that can be intimidating, and it makes people feel inadequate. You know, it kind of amplifies and irritates their imposter syndrome, that kind of thing. Um, Call for help. That's really what bothers me here. Um, because I always tell my readers that it is not our job to fix people. Um, I don't know that Spirit's actually saying that you should help them. Spirit is just wanting you to understand that this person isn't inherently like evil. They are just very flawed and are working from a place of trauma. Um, the best thing that you can do, Capricorn, to help this person is not yell at them, not throw their flaws at them, like, you know what's wrong with you? You don't do that. Um, the worst punishment really for them is your silence. You know, when people are silent, when they know they've done something wrong, it can be horribly unnerving, right? And it's going to force them to really look within. So, what you need to do, um, Spirit is going to guide you in what the specifics are, but you're definitely not going to engage with them. You're going to focus on what you need to do to move forward. That may be finding another job. That may be um, cutting this person off, no contact, abrupt no contact, regardless of who they are. Um, just focus on your path forward instead of how do I prove that this person did something bad or prove it to them or prove it to others. No. It's just you've discovered it. You've stopped the bleeding by discovering what they were doing, right? And then fine. You make it known that you know what they did, but that's it. And then you move on. And then the rest will be um, your huddle, your powwow spirit. Then you will know. Um, I hope that was helpful, Capricorns. I'm so sorry. You guys don't deserve to be treated like this. And you know what? This does, this reading actually does hit close to home for me. I understand what Spirit is telling me for my individual um, path. You guys are probably getting some of that download right now as I speak because we're all going to get individual instructions. Um, just remind yourself that although you've been through a lot, you go through these things to learn about the collective, to learn about humanity and how we operate, right? And sometimes, a lot of the time, it can be painful. But once you really look at it in a different way, um, look at it rationally and not emotionally, and really see, oh, this is what I'm learning from this, and then be grateful for the lesson so that you can move on. Um, next time won't be as difficult, and on and on, right? I love you, Cappies. Um, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you, thousand of you plus. I'm thrilled that you've helped me get to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and we are marching beyond. So thank you. But even if you think you are subscribed, have a quick look and see that you really are. Some of you will be surprised to find out that you're not, because my analytics tell me that at least half of you who come back to the channel are not subscribed. I'll have you know that subscriptions are very, very important for the growth of the channel. It's a small gesture, costs you nothing, and really does help me out. So please do. And don't forget that like button. Don't forget the notification bell because although I've taken a few days off, I post very, very often, usually daily. So don't miss any of them. But also, you don't have to wait for notifications. If I come to mind, come have a peek at the channel and see if there's anything new, because a lot of the time there will be. Um, yeah, there are two other things that you can do actually. You can share this with anyone whom you feel might benefit from it or need it, but also have a look at the playlist. I have many of them made for you. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, as you are winding down in bed or even sleeping, because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay, guys? I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.